Okay guys, we're going to be talking about if-else statements in Python today. So an if statement has a condition associated with it. If that condition is true, whatever is indented in the code after the if statement will happen. So in this case right here, we have y equals 5, f equals x equals 6. Since our condition, which is right here, is x is greater than y, whatever is indented will occur. So in this case, if x is greater than y, which it is, the code will print off x is greater than y, and then anything that is not indented, so this line right here, will print off after whether the statement is true or not. So even if this if statement right here wasn't true, this last line would still print off. The if statement only applies to indented lines after it. All right, some ways to compare numbers in Python. So this first one here, we use two equal signs for equal. Exclamation point equal is not equal. Less than is the less than sign. Greater than or less than or equal to is less than and then equals equal sign. Greater than is the greater than sign. And greater than or equal to is greater than and then the equal sign. All right. So if an if statement is true, then the intended part is not true, then the intended part of the code does not happen, or indented part of the code does not happen. And if statements do not need an else afterwards, which we'll talk about else statements in a second here. So in this case, now we have x is less than y, which is not true. So this line right here does not print off. Only the last line that is not indented did print off there. All right. If statements can have multiple indented lines, and they'll print out all of them if the statement is true. So again, we have x equals 16, y equals 5, so x is greater than y. So these two indented statements right here would print off, and the last one prints off because it's not indented at all. But if the if statement was not true, those two highlighted lines would not print off. Right, else statements. So an else statement follows an if statement. The indented code will occur if the previous if condition wasn't true. So in this case down here, we have x is greater than y as our if condition. That is not true since y is 55 and x is 16, so y is greater than x, so that this condition right here is not true. Else means that if the if is not true, then else occurs. So in this case, we're going to print off these two lines right here, so that line and that line. And then this last line of code will print because it's not indented. So these first two lines don't print at all here. So we just print x is less than y because x is 16 and y is 15. And just a reminder that to combine strings with numbers, you have to use the string command. Hopefully remember that from last time. elif. Elif means else if. So it's just like an if, but it only occurs if the previous ifs and elifs weren't true. So in this case right here, we have y equals 55, x equals 16. X is not greater than y, so this is not true, so none of this happens. Elif x is less than y, this is true, so that means this stuff right here happens. So just once again, if the first if statement was true, elif would not have happened because it means if this is true, this happens, otherwise elif happens, and if elif is not true in this case, else would happen. And you can have more than one elif in the thing. Hopefully that made sense to everybody. All right, using remainders to check numbers. So this is something that's pretty useful with if statements. So for example, if you want to check if a number is even, you do remainder 2. If the remainder 2 of that number is equal to 0, that means it has to be even. So if you divide it by 2 and there's no remainder, that means it's even. If it's not 0, that means it has to be odd. So again here, x is 16, so x divided by 2 has a remainder of 0, so x is even. So we print off x is even, and then that's the end of the code. If it was 55 instead, we do x remainder 2 is equal to 1, so that would that condition would not be true then, and the else would print, and would print this is odd. All right, you can nest if statements. So what's happening here is we have x equals 16, if x remainder of 2 is 0, so that is true here. So that means this other if statement occurs because it's indented on that line. And if x is remainder 10 is also equal to 0, then it will print x is even and divisible by 10. So we'd print that line right there. But in this case, x remainder 10 is not equal to 0, it's equal to 6. So we'd print x is even but not divisible by 10. So that's what would happen in this code. And if x remainder 2 was not equal to 0, it would just print x is odd. And then again, we always print that unindented line at the end of the code. All right, we can also have if statements with two conditions, and one of those conditions can be and. So if we want two things to be true for the if statement to occur, if they both have to be true, we use and. So this says if x is greater than 2 and x is less than 20, we'd print off x is between 2 and 20. We have else if x is less than 2, then we print off x is 2 or less, so if x is less than or equal to 2, and otherwise it has to be greater than 20, or greater than or equal to 20 in that case. So in this case we have 16, so it is x is less than 2 or x is greater than 2 and x is less than 20. So both of those conditions are true, so it prints the x is between 2 and 20. If either of those were not true, it would go down to the elif, and if that was not true, it would go down to the else and see, and then print whatever was in there. All right, if statements with two conditions or. So if you put, this should say or, not and. Put or between two conditions in an if statement, both, this is all wrong up here. Either can be true. Can be true for the statement to work. So with or, if either of the conditions is true, then it does what's after the if statement, otherwise it goes down to the else. So in this case, if x is less than 2, or if x is greater than 20, in this case it's x is equal to 24, so x is greater than 20 is true. Even though x is less than 2 is not true, as long as one of them is true, it's going to print x is not between 2 and 20. And if neither of those were true, the else would print. All right. We can still use user input with if statements. So in this case here, we're getting the user to input a type a number. We're changing it to an int, so that's what we have, an int right there. So it means it's going to take it as a number, so we can do number things with it, like greater than or equal to. And we're saying that equal to x. So it's going to input out, type a number here to the user. The user will type a number right here, hit enter. Then, based on what number that user typed in, if it's between, or if x is less than 2 or greater than 20, it'll print x is not between 2 and 20. But in this case it is. So neither of those conditions are true. And it prints off x is between 2 and 20. And again, I have or here, so if either of those conditions were true, it would say x is not between 2 or 20. All right, hopefully that made sense to everybody. If you have questions on this, feel free to email me. You'll have a quiz over this due today and a short project that'll be due on Thursday, yes. Again, email if you have any questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.